Today, we are talking about Stoic practices for parents. It can help parents stay calm during chaos and helps children build lifelong resilience. This is a short mini workshop, so I'm really going to give a nutshell version. Stoicism is from ancient philosophers, and there is a lot of reading you could do from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and many others. So, this is just a very brief intro into Stoicism. But these kind of four main parts: wisdom, knowing what is good, bad, or indifferent; courage, facing fear and hardships; justice, treating everyone with kindness; and temperance, practicing self control. It is not about suppressing our feelings. It is about not letting emotions like anger or panic control our actions. These are some quotes from the ancient philosophers. And again, we're just really scratching the surface, but I kind of wanted to give some of these quotes as good examples of starting to learn about Stoicism. Seneca said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." And maybe everyone doesn't understand that, but those of us with anxieties, depression, in burnout, it can truly make it so hard to keep going, and to live really can sometimes is an act of courage. Marcus Aurelius said, every man's life lies within the present, for the past is spent and done with, and the future is uncertain." And I know for me, learning and making this effort to be present really has brought me so much joy, even while there are so many challenges still happening. It really has shifted like my focus, and that making that effort to be present, it's really made a significant difference for me. But it's something we have to really work at continually. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." And it doesn't mean that we're not going to have challenges and struggles, but our brains really are so powerful. They can make us suffer more than we have to, and more than than what is actually happening. So these are some more Stoic practices, and then kind of how they can be applied in parenting. Everything is temporary. This actually became one of my personal mantras, I would say, to myself as well, because I was just feeling so stuck and so hopeless, truly, for the future, for myself and for my family, that this is one that has really helped me. But it is true that all of our pain, all of our struggles, all of our lives will end. And so that's why we need to make the effort to find small joys daily, to do the things that bring us joy, and but also get like be present in it, enjoy it while you can. Like today is your last day. Again, this can be hard to want to think about, but accepting our mortality makes even really hard days a gift. And it's that shift in how we look at it and how we reflect on it and how we feel about it and how we view it. Letting go of ego and vanity. This is so critically important in parenting any type of special needs child, high support needs kid. So many people will not understand, and there is constant judgment and continual pressure and unhelpful advice. But as parents, particularly, everyone has an opinion, and it's really critical, vital that we learn to ignore that judgment of others when they truly don't understand and their opinion is obsolete, and but it's not helpful, and but it can be very, very difficult to be able to ignore that. And so really, really knowing that others opinions don't matter, and to stop comparing ourselves, our children, our family to other kids or to the milestones. But then we can put the focus on what is best for our family, not what everyone else thinks. Guard your time. Our time is limited. It is precious, and especially with kids, our energy is low. We might not be getting enough sleep, so it is okay, and it is important, and it is healthy to say no. Say no to the things that you don't have to do. Is it essential? Is it best for you and your family? And so just to say no and to spend more time bonding and doing the things that you and your kids enjoy. Kindness to self and others, that fairness to everyone. And we could talk a lot more about this, but self-love is a must, and then kindness to others will follow. And as a parent, particularly, it's important that we're able to not judge ourselves too harshly, and to forgive ourselves, and to know that we will mess up. All parents mess up, but we can try again. We can show our kids how we start over and repair and correct. And so many things are out of our control. So we need to focus on what we can control. And so the exercise for today is to write down your life's biggest challenges, not to dwell on, but to embrace them as part of your personal history. And then once you've done this first column, the next step is write something you've gained from each struggle. You are surviving. And at first, maybe you will feel like there is nothing that you have gained, but I am certain that there is something you have learned, something you have gained, some strength you have gained by everything that you have been through and are going through. I have a worksheet that I will upload to the group and attach, so you can print this out, or you can just make notes, or you can just, it is good to write it down, but even if you just want to think about it, I will share the full worksheet, and then my shameless examples here. I don't have time to go into each one of them, but I will leave that up on the screen for a minute to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about, where we can reflect on some of the most difficult things that we have been through and are going through, but that we can shift the way we look at it to understand or to see that there was some value of it, or something that came out of it, or to see our own strength, or to see our own growth. And so I just encourage you guys to take some time and do the whole worksheet. And as always, I am really proud of you for taking this little bit of time for yourself today.